What's up, Real Agent Nation? We are here at Emmett Street out in San Jacinto, California. This was a home that we acquired a couple months back. A motivated seller came in, said, hey, come out, list my home. But today we're gonna be taking a walk through with Michael. He says it's rent ready. We're gonna do this final walkthrough, see if in fact it is rent ready, and go and take a look at our final product. So let's go. What's up, man?
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome to the humble abode.
This new flooring looks really, really good. I like this color.
A lot better than the tile.
Yeah.
A lot better.
Well, I mean, especially the way they had that tile placed right here, but then this new floor, it was like,
Yeah.
you're crazy. This is really, really good.
Yeah,
Cool.
it was interesting. Let's start the kitchen. Pretty much everything.
Hey, before we go to the kitchen though, so I was noticing this. So I had noticed it in the photos before, and I'm noticing it now. So the carpet quality, I mean, I get it. We're renting it out for the next year. We most likely are going to replace it because the quality of the carpet this is like Home Depot stuff that you buy and install. Next time we go to do a house like this, let's make sure that they're putting in a good quality carpet, because putting this in ×2 is actually more money than getting a better quality carpet. Sure. Yeah, because good quality carpet after a year, we can clean. Right? And if we can't, we're gonna take the tenant's deposit and replace the carpet. Okay. But see this seam?
Yeah.
This seam should not be that exposed right here. And you can see the seam here, and I see it over there as well. So the contractor needs to come back in, and they need to redo this seam line, because it should not, I mean, this is I get it, you're gonna walk over it, you're gonna do all that, but that means they butted this up a little bit incorrectly. Now, please also inform him next time that this quality is too low a grade. I understand it's a rental,
sure,
but this is also a 3,000 square foot rental at $3,000 a month.
Yeah.
We're still looking for a good tenant.
Yeah.
Right? So kitchen in here. So what's going on in here?
Pretty much everything except for appliances and cabinets have been redone. So have some accent walls, some paint, flooring is original. Obviously over here is new carpet and stuff, but outside of cleaning, I mean, this is kind of the only area of the house maybe they didn't get touched the most. Everything seemed functional.
So let's look at this. So obviously on the floor, still got some dirt in here, and this has already been cleaned though, right?
Yeah.
Like the cleaners have already come through?
Yeah.
Okay.
Phone calls already been put out for that too.
All right, so I'm seeing paint all around this floor. I mean, even over here, look at this baseboard. So like that is just really sloppy. So this is the painter getting paint here, getting paint on this, and look at this. This is still, yeah. In addition to that, I mean, this tile still looks very, very dirty. Yeah. And we were supposed to have a deep clean done. This tile here should look like that tile right there. So this is a cleaning issue. In addition to that, same thing with the floor. Floors are looking dirty. We got paint over here. I also noticed this. What's that for?
It's a great question. I'm not sure actually. Water lines are there, so that makes no...
That is a clean out.
Is that where the drain goes?
But no, because this is a refrigerator area. So there's your water line for the refrigerator line. There's already a box here. When you open this, this is gonna give you access. For some reason, they cut a hole right here. And I'm not exactly sure why, and they didn't even patch the hole. You would put a cover over this, so that's not done.
Okay.
You got paint and stuff
on the floor,
all over the floor. This floor needs to be deep clean. And same with this, if you look at the sink right here, this is something that should have been refinished. Look at all these chips in here.
Yeah.
We're going to have to fix this sink. So any tenants that come through in the meantime, let them know that this sink is going to be rectified and fixed.
Absolutely.
It's probably not a replacement, it's probably a refinishment. You can have somebody come in and refinish this, because this thing, it's gonna have to be redone. Also, look at this. I mean, the kitchen was repainted, right?
A week and a half ago, 2 weeks.
There's already gunk on it. Like it feels like somebody's been in here making a mess. Did the contractors come back after it was cleaned?
I put a phone call in on the drive over here to find out, because once I got word that nothing has been talked about being done, so unless they came by to just do some last minute stuff, not that I know of.
So look at all the paint right over here. This paint is completely unacceptable. That is a reflection of the contractor.
Yeah,
and if not, if they're like, oh, that was here before, why didn't you fix it then?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
you either did it or you neglected to fix it. Either way, we have an issue. So I know that's a little nitpicky, but when we start spending $25, $35, $45, $50,000 with a contractor, you've got to hold them accountable, just like anyone else.
Absolutely.
Right? Just like anyone else, you got to hold them accountable. Okay, so this is our new slab, huh?
The new slab, all that's gonna get done to this is he's gonna go over, sand it, blend it. They're gonna put a light coat of a finish over it, so it just kind of looks a little more.
Oh, so this is not the final product?
No, not yet.
Okay.
No, he needed to give it like 72
instantly
hours.
I walked out here and I was like, oh my God.
No, it's gonna get sanded.
Okay, so let's work to blend this as much as we can.
Yep.
They obviously need to clean everything out here.
Yep.
And then, okay, so we poured this, we realized, and by the way, if we can, let's get a measurement of this because if you guys don't realize, like there was nothing out here. So when we bought the house, this is all the concrete that came with it, right? Okay, This is all the concrete that came with it. So we're like, okay, that's a big problem. So what we ended up doing is pouring the first slab based on the contractor's recommendation, but then we saw it is way too small for any family to do anything out there. So at this point in time, we put on a second one, and so now they have to work on blending everything and stuff like that. I'll say this, it's a fear and concern about how high they built this thing. That's a pretty large drop off for a patio.
Yeah, I asked the question actually with landscaping coming out this weekend, and I guess the diamond in the rough's the fact that there's gonna be quite a bit of topsoil and DG that gets laid, so that gap should.
Perfect, and then sod is going out here and things like that, okay. All right, so, God, this be perfect for Easter egg hunt. Just go hide them back there, let your kids get a million stickers and boards,
Take them forever. So once this is finished, I said sanded.
The outside will have to be power washed down, like on the bottom, to get all this corrosion off. Now the windows have already been cleaned by the cleaning company, correct?
Yep.
Screens look good. Okay, cool. That looks all good. Fencing, a little rough. Everything good around the corner. There's 2 condensers. Everything's looking solid with the condensers. That's good news.
They blow cold.
Not like the last one.
No, not like the last one.
All right, cool. First quote for landscaping back here was $9,500, right? About $9,000, $9,500.
$9,500 was just for water.
Just for what? Oh, okay. How much was the first quote back here?
I think just under 16. That was including sod, planters. Irrigation was the big one. I remember that phone call to you, and you had a bunch of question marks on that. So.
Well, I had a bunch of question marks and about killed you through the phone.
Yeah.
But what are we at now total back here?
4,500.
4,500.
Some change.
This is why, guys, even though we hired a contractor, general contractor for the home, when we saw the individual areas broken down, it said way too much money on the backyard. So that's why we went out. Michael found like 3 or 4 different guys?
4.
3 or 4 different companies to come out and quote us. And by doing more investigation, we were able to get that quote down by 10,000.
66%.
Yeah, a huge, because somebody was able to come out and see that the water line was over there. So don't always go for first, like your first quote is your only quote. Break it down. And if you're interested to have us look at your quote, you can also reach out to our office. We'll do a consultation with you guys to be able to look at your quote and see, does something look off? Because contractors, if you don't select good partners, they can just take all the profits out of your homes. It's unbelievable. I've learned a lot over the years of doing this. So you gotta have the right team around you. So,
absolutely.
Okay, cool. So you're taking care of this. Can't wait to see what the final product.
Oh, it's gonna be pretty, man.
I will say this, having walked through the backyard and inside of the home, definitely was not ready for photos already, because I know we had photos already done. So next time we'll be able to go through all of this with a fine-tooth comb.
Sounds good.
Let's go back into the house. Hey guys, we're out here back at our project, 1823 Hemmett Street in San Jacinto. And I got a call yesterday saying the project was all done. The tenant's been selected. They've signed their lease. They're moving in here in 2 days. Good news is the tenant is gonna be covering the entire mortgage, so nothing out of pocket for us. Yay! With that all being said, let's go check out and see how this project actually came out. Okay, all right, so here we are. Well, I will say this, Flooring was already here last time. This still looks good. Obviously there were no changes that needed to be made in that room, but it looks good. Carpet's looking good. Lighting's good when it's coming into the house. Okay, looks like they ended up getting the toilet on in this bathroom.
Made that phone call. Brand new toilet's broken.
Well, forget the toilet itself, because I mean, I'm sure the toilet's being put back,
Yeah.
but what about the paint? What about the lights?
Yeah, lights have been talked about and touch-ups been talked about, as well as this fan here. I think this is gonna be a brand new fan getting put in.
Look how dirty the shower is.
Yeah.
They better be cleaning something, Michael.
If not, it's gonna be me.
And everything is sparkly clean, ready for the tenant. It is inspection day, so later on today, Michael's actually gonna be meeting our tenant over here to do their final walkthrough. As I said, the tenant is moving in here in about 48 hours. So this is good. No changes were needed to be made to this secondary bedroom. Everything looks good. Carpet is clean. Walls are freshly painted. It smells good in here. And this is a big bonus for people. I love this because we specifically look for this in homes. Having a full bedroom and bathroom downstairs is a massive bonus when it comes to resale. Because when we go to resell the home, lots of people are looking for that because of guest bedrooms for grandma and grandpa to come over and stay. So that's actually a big bonus. So carpet looks good in here. Obviously, the chandelier we just kept up there from the last owners. That light was finally fixed in, but everything is looking really, really good. So let's look at this. Oh man, the kitchen already looks better. It feels better, it looks better. Now I know one of the things that we're still gonna be replacing after move-in is this sink right here. Now keep in mind guys, the home doesn't need to be 100% complete at the time of move-in of the tenant. There's things that can be done after the tenant moves in, like replacing a sink or patching up a small hole. You don't need to hold up occupancy over these few items. Unless it's really gonna damage the appeal to future tenants, every day that goes by, you are being charged interest holding this house. So if that's gonna take a week to come in from Home Depot, Lowe's, wherever you got it, that could be costing you $500, $700, $1,000 in holding fees waiting for that. Why do that? Get a tenant in place right away. Let them know that that's gonna be taken care of after move-in, because you wanna get this property up as fast as you can for move-in, get tenants lined up ready to go, and if you gotta come and make repairs later, you can, but you'll be saving yourself thousands and thousands of dollars. Hey, by the way, before we go any further, if you're getting value from this video and the other videos on my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so every time we post new content, you'll be notified right away. All right, so let's go check out the backyard. You guys remember this backyard last time was a disaster. We had weeds upwards of 6 feet tall. We had a smoker over there, but these guys have come in and done a really good job laying all the sod down, and we got the wood chips on the outside, some good plants. It's gonna be beautiful. Beautiful roses during springtime. It's gonna look good. They did a really good job back here getting this done. Man, those weeds were insane. But this is a prime example of spending a couple $1,000s to really increase the curb appeal of the property. I mean, backyard in total was about $4,500 to $4,700 to all get done. Now, mind you, last time we were here, we were trying to find a landscaper to do it because the quotes that we had gotten before were over $9,000 to do the backyard. But after Michael and I went to work, we ended up finding somebody that would do it for about $4,700, and it looks great. From what I know, it just got done this morning, so it looks absolutely fantastic. All right, let's check it inside. So we ended up not doing anything with the carpet because by the time we got quotes, we had already found a renter who wanted to take it as is and was willing to pay our fee. So at that point in time, we said, you know what, let them live here, let them destroy this carpet. And when we go to turn around and resell it in 2 or 3 years, we'll go ahead and put new carpet in. Other than that though, still looks like some items need to be taken care of. Still need to get about a ceiling fan right over there. That was not done, and these cords were not put back. So in the bedroom, looks like everything's still the same in here. That
pesky smoke detector.
We're gonna sell this thing in a year, and we wanna be able to get top.
It's gonna be handled. It's gonna be handled.
Let's go ahead and check out the bathroom. Bathroom ended up getting cleaned. I just don't understand. We spent $600-700 cleaning this house.
Yeah, what do they clean?
But also, what is this? Like, what is that? Why is that cover on that window? From contractors and cleaners, the cleaners were supposed to clean every window and every window seal.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Disgusting.
That's a cleaner issue. Looks like still looks like they could have done a little bit better job over here, but everything for the most part looks really good, ready for the tenant to move in. They're gonna be doing their walkthrough today. You know, here's the thing about working with contractors. It can't always be perfect. These are resale homes, and I've learned over time that when you're working with contractors, they have to know what you're looking for. And this was a new contractor who did this job for us. One of our other more experienced contractors is at a different job site right now. So it's about training them what you're looking for and what's important to you. But these things are not gonna make or break the value of a home. When you see paper on the window like in there, or the smoke detector without an actual, with the battery going low, that's not actually affecting the overarching value. Usually doesn't affect rent at all. It's more the OCD of the owner, and I've got a lot of that. It's just wanting to make sure it's all absolutely perfect, but looks pretty good, not bad. All right, so after going through the entire home, it is rent ready. I will give my stamp of approval. Of course, as we talked about, you don't have to have everything completed before the tenant moves in. As long as you and your contractor are on the same page of the repairs that are going to be done after move-in and your tenant is okay with it, then get this thing rented and stop paying the interest payments. Start having the tenant make those interest payments for you. So this one is ready to go. Again, guys, we were able to acquire this house for $393,000. Why list it and make less than $15,000 in commissions when we could buy it? Bought it for $393,000. We have about $7,500 in holding costs. Then from there, we put about $20,000 into it. So just a rough estimate, right under $430,000 all in. It's worth about $550,000. Got great equity in this property. We just got our cost segregation done. This year, 2024, we're gonna get $80,000 tax deduction. That's almost $30,000 in tax savings. That is giant, absolutely giant. And now we're gonna have the tenant make the mortgage, and we're gonna start building generational wealth. What you guys hear a lot out there in the world, but this is a prime example of how to do it. This seller came in from one of our online funnels, said they need to sell their home fast. We went out, and then that's when you start to determine, am I gonna cherry pick this deal, cherry pick the best, or am I gonna list? Am I gonna list the rest? This is definitely a cherry picking opportunity. So once again, that's it for us here. We are done. We're getting the tenant to move in here in a couple days, and I will catch you guys next time on the other side.